slide 70 through 80. So we're going to be troubleshooting formulas and functions. Okay, so things that aren't working correctly, we want to know how do you fix it. Okay, so we're going to use some tools to like trace formula parts, to check errors, debug formulas, things like that. Okay, so we're going to continue to use this sales document that we had opened in the last set of slides. Then we're going to edit the formula in E5. Okay, so this is a formula in here, right here. So we're going to edit this to edit it to read D5B3. Okay, so now we get this error message. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. When this pops up, it's very annoying trying to figure out what the heck's wrong with it. So now we're gonna select E5. Okay, we're gonna go to the formulas tab. Excuse me, and in this auditing section, we're gonna trace the precedence. Okay, so this just gives us little like arrows to exactly see what's going on with this formula, which makes it really obvious that like there's an error right here. So this tells us like what is preceding the formula. We can also trace dependence. And the dependence, like what is depending on this cell. So the precedence, what comes before, to figure out this formula, like where are these numbers coming from, and then what cells are depending on this answer. Okay, so we can see both of those. Slide 73 shows the same image here. Now we are going to remove arrows. We're going to save this and continue on checking for errors and evaluating formulas. So we have our sales open. I'm on slide 76. To view your error checking settings, select File and Options. Mine's way down here. All right, in here, we're going to click on Formulas. I'm going to ensure that Enable Background Error Checking is selected. Oh, right here, Error Checking. Make sure that that is checked. And then all of these things will tell us whenever there's an error. As you click on them, oh, excuse me, yawn. As you click on that or hover over them, it will give you a description of exactly what they do. Press OK. If you press Control Home, it'll take you to the very top of the worksheet. And now we're on slide 77. It says in the formula auditing group, click the error checking. Excel jumps to E5, which contains the error we put in. Click on the help with this error. Oh. So what this did is it popped open my internet. I have a blue light filter on, that's why it looks kind of brown. But that filter helps me see. Spending so much time on the computer is hard. So you can you have this extension on your Chromebooks. The school pushed this out. So you just click on this little guy right here and it'll kind of tone it down so it's easier on your eyes. Oh, where are all these yawns coming from? Okay, so We see this displays some information telling us why we may have an error. Then we're going to close that browser. We're going to go back to our Excel sheet. It says, oh, I got to make sure that that's still selected. Now it says click the Edit in Formula button in the error checking dialog box. Edit in Formula bar. So now this is saying like we can come up here and fix it. Click resume. And everything has been checked and it finds no additional errors. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is select D10. And we are going to evaluate the formula. So in here, we can see what the formula is, but we can tell it that we want to step in. So this allows you to see like inside of the formula and what's going on. It enables you to look at each part of a formula moving from left to right. The formula in D10 displays, and you can see the results of the first part of the formula, which refers to the constant 200,000 in B10. Notice that B10 is selected in the worksheet. So am I off? Okay, so it wanted us to select D10, evaluate formula, step in. Oh. Step in. Okay, so it's on B10 now because it's part of the formula. So it shows that part. We can step out. Oh, I've clicked on too many things now. Step out. We can evaluate, and it's going to show us like the math in here instead of the cell names to make sure that we understand what is going on in this formula. Because it's correct, that's fine, but if you open up somebody else's spreadsheet and you're like, where the heck did they get these numbers from? This could be a really good tool for you. So make sure that you save this, and then we're all set with this section.